If you're looking for an empowering, supportive practice that allows you to really cultivate so much of your own power and call back parts of yourself that you traditionally ignore or repress, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Brittany Rochelle. I'm an anger alchemist teaching you how to alchemize rage to live a magnificently melanated life. And in this video, I want to share with you an empowering, supportive, body-based practice that helps you really call back and claim so much of your power, dignity, and humanity that is really chipped away at strategically through the melanated experience of being denied entrances into parties, clubs, venues of all sorts. So if that's what you're interested in, keep watching. I remember watching a No Filter with Naomi because Naomi Campbell has been my lifelong icon / crush for a very long time, kind of my entire life. And she talked about her own experience of being denied entrance into a party. And I think so often we think that maybe these experiences happen only to us or that they don't happen to beautiful glamazon supermodels who are like British and just drop dead gorgeous, but really understanding that the lived experience of so many Black people and brown people in this world is really similar, and that we can actually access so much power when we speak about the things that have happened in our own life, and when we claim and call back our power, even from the most dehumanizing attempts to really take our dignity. And this is really the core of my work as a Black somatic coach. Somatic means body, and I think so often we don't really understand fully that the same body that we want to show up and be an incredible friend or an incredible mother or an incredible lover or an incredible partner in a relationship, that's the same body that was humiliated and not allowed entrance into a club or not allowed entrance to go into a venue on some racist bullshit. I know for myself, this has happened to friends in the 21st century. I'm not talking about things that happened in 1942. I'm talking about things that happened in 2022 and even earlier. So it's so important to understand that when we ignore or repress these experiences or think that this just happens to anyone, it doesn't matter, this person is just a jerk, we're actually can oftentimes be repressing some of our own power and some of our own strength and some of our own beauty, vulnerability, tenderness, and humanity. And that's exactly what the systems of oppression that are at work in our world are designed to do. And so in working with my clients in a space where you don't have to manage white fragility, in a space where you get to heal and go into some of the deepest parts of yourselves without the white gaze, it's so empowering and encouraging when we get to be held with love and support as we go into some of our most tender, vulnerable moments. And I know for myself, when I worked with white therapists, there were so many parts of my life, parts of my experience that I just did not share with them because I didn't feel comfortable, and I knew that there's no way that they could understand what being me felt like. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one to talk in more detail with a Black practitioner about some of the things that have happened in your life, in your own healing, then I invite you to check out an absolutely free, no pressure discovery session where we can dive into this and really anything else that you want to talk about. But in this video, I want to give you a completely free tool that allows you to approach so much of this work in a way that encourages a connection with your body. So one of my favorite books by Resmaa Menakem called My Grandmother's Hands really helps us understand that these racist events not only happen and affect us, but they also live in our bodies. And as Black and brown people, I believe there's so much power when we can dive into these events, see them with loving compassion, and alchemize this anger and this hurt to live a magnificently melanated life, one where we're powerful, where we show up in our lives in control and connected with our own bodies and with the way that we show up in the world, aka aka our energy. So this free 15-minute breathwork process I'm going to guide you through is all about using our breathing, our awareness, and allowing our bodies to have freedom to move, shake, release trauma and complete stress cycles, which I have more videos on that if you want to check out what that even means. But essentially it's going to let you feel really, really good. And so many of my clients see it as like, oh, I just released, like I have so much relief. I've slept better than I have in months, because it allows them to go back and to be seen and to be loved in some of their most vulnerable, scary, and often repressed parts of their lives. And it's an incredible process. So I invite you to really connect and find where in your body. I think so often we don't need to go back to the specific memory or the specific events that happened, although we definitely are very much aware of that oftentimes. But I find that it's just as powerful when we can go into our bodies. Think about this topic of being denied entrance, or of just witnessing and enduring racist things that happen in our lives, and find out where in our actual physical body those events, those memories, that trauma lives, and to gently and lovingly release it. And then I guide you into really calling forth any kind of support. This could be supports from nature. I love to work with ancestors, people who I feel really do genuinely understand this experience in ways that white colleagues or even white therapists or coaches can never truly understand, and draw forth on the ancestors' love, wisdom, resilience, strength, and any messages and wisdom that they have for us in our daily lives as we continue to not only survive these dehumanizing events, but to find ways to thrive in our everyday lives. It was such a pleasure creating this, and I'm so excited to share it with you and to share it with my community for free, because I believe these resources should be free. So I invite you to check it out. I would love to know what your thoughts are, what your experiences are with it. If you want to get even more free content, then I invite you to check out my absolutely free ebook called Melanin, a Reclamation, where I share my own story and even more body-based or somatic tools that can help you in your own journey.